Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. This is, just a quick, just a quick lesson, basically for brothers that's, going through like personal issues, that you're fighting, don't be a lone wolf, man. And I say that because that was something I was doing. I was handling my problems, but the answers I was seeking, I wasn't getting because, I was being a lone wolf, with my issues. And I don't mean go out there and blur out your whole fucking issues on YouTube and shit, man. Don't do that. Or even in the camp, you want to blur out all your issues to every brother. Don't do that. There's always certain brothers that, I'm not to say that all brothers, not to say brothers are wicked or nothing, but there's just certain brothers that you might click to, and, you might go to them to share certain things. And I realized that, we always pray to the Lord and we ask the Lord for answers, whether we're going through, something rough or, something in your personal life, or it's a scripture you don't understand, you ask the Lord for answers, and then you can't just sit there thinking the Lord is going to come down off his throne and speak to you like, here, son, this is the answer to what you have asked for. The Lord gonna send a chariot down, and deliver. No, man. You gotta remember, when people wanted to speak to, case in point, when who was it? Was it Rebecca? When she went to inquire of the Lord, she went to a prophet, and the prophet spake to her through the Spirit of the Lord, in the Spirit of the Lord. So you gotta remind yourself, wait a minute, man, we're the prophets. So if you inquire something, an answer of the Lord is going to use his prophets, to give you the answer that you so need, And it happened where, I had called one of the brothers, one of the elder brothers, and, we chopped it up yesterday, man. And, immediately, like, I felt great, man. I felt good, because, first of all, the brother, he was there just listening, man. He was just listening. He ain't say a word at first, and, then, my turn ended. My turn ended, and then he started to speak. So I'm listening to him, and I'm like, wow, yeah, bro, you're right. Yeah, everything just started making sense. What the brother was telling me, and everything he was telling me, he was telling me. Excuse me, let me say it this way. He was telling me everything that I needed answers to. My personal problems. He showed me a scripture, in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. And I was just like, wow, man. It was an eye-opener, Sometimes you battle, which depression is a demon, man. That was a demon, I was battling, for a while, man. And, it sucked, man, because, I could rough it out. Yeah, I could rough it out. I could deal with being fucking depressed, But to break off of that depression is something that I needed help with, So I inquired of the Lord, and the Lord, gave me the answer through his prophet. And to be honest, man, I don't feel that, depressing spirit on me. I don't feel it on me. no more. And my thoughts are more positive. Like, you know, now I could get back to my workouts. Now I could get back to my diet. You know, now I could get back to, you know, my regular day life. You know, because I got the answers that I was seeking from the Lord. You know, which, you know, sometimes you get pissed off, man. You know, like I was going to camp on Saturday and something had happened. You know, it was just fucking Satan, man. It was just fucking Satan. And I was fucking pissed off, man. And when I got to camp, as I'm driving to camp, you know, I'm really driving in my car to camp, and I'm fucking, you know, screaming. I'm punching my steering wheel. I'm pissed off, man. You know, I'm not one to, you know, carry my anger around. Like, if I'm mad, you won't know unless I tell you. You know, I could be fucking furious, man, but you won't know, because I don't, you know, show my anger towards people that have nothing to do with it. So, but I was in a really furious spirit, man, and I'm driving to camp. You know, of course, I'm praying, and I get to camp, and I'm praying to the Lord, man. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to be in this spirit, this spirit of anger, of rage, and go to camp. You know, it's like being drunk and going to camp, man. It don't mix. I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to go there and, you know, Satan jumps on me and I'm just cursing motherfuckers out for no reason, not bringing out no scriptures, no precept, no nothing. I didn't want to do that, man. So I prayed to the Lord, and, you know, it's a spirit that, you know, the brother walked up to me as I parked in my car, you know, and I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to woo-saw, and the brother walked up to me, and it's like almost immediately, man, I just felt relieved, man, and like I told him, I said, bro, I just started venting to him of everything that was going on, and I didn't even want to do it, but the Spirit had me do it, man. The Spirit had me vent to that brother and tell him what was going on, and again, he gave, it was just, you know, hey, man, that brother know who he is, man. How about Shemyashai Brakatah, brother? You know, I really love and appreciate you, bro. You know, from the bottom of my heart, man. Love and appreciate you, brother. You know, and that brother been he's been a mentor to me, you know, in this truth, man. You know, he's a very, very blessed brother, man. And, you know, sometimes it almost brings you to tears when, you know, as I'm saying this, man, I was really touched, you know, with the love the brother showed me, you know, the words of comfort and encouragement, which is what I needed, man. You know, I needed it, man. I really needed it, you know, and that's why I say, you know, don't be a lone wolf. You know, I mean, like I said, man, you know, we're soldiers. We're supposed to be tough, you know, which you're not soft, you know, if you know, go to another prophet or another brother for help, you know, with certain things that you're dealing with. Because like I tell you, remember when in the past, when, you know, Jake wanted to know something, they inquired of the prophet. And we're surrounded by prophets, man. We're out there on the highways and byways. We're all the prophets. So if there's something that you need to know, if there's something that you want to know, you know, something you need help with, there's always a brother there that, you know, your spirit is going to bond with. There's always, not every, let's be real, man. Not every brother is going to be super dupe, super dope, super tight, you know, but we still brothers nonetheless. Even if you have, you know, in your house, you might have, you know, biological brothers and sisters that you might not click with, man. But nonetheless, somebody touched them, you ready to ride. So they're all, you know, spiritual bonds that's being made in this truth, man. You know? So don't be afraid to, you know, open up to a brother. And like I said, not any and every brother. Don't be a fool. Not any and every brother. But that was a demon that I was battling with, man. And it steered me off my course, like not spiritually, because I was still doing what I needed to do for this word. But in my personal life, it was really troubling me, and now it's like my mind is cleared up, and in my head I'm like, all right, man, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna, rebuild. And then when you go into the book of Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, the 4th chapter, and when you could read the whole chapter, but like the main point is around the 15th verse, where it speaks about how wisdom, she's gonna try you, man. Wisdom she's gonna flow through you, and if she sees you fit, she's gonna test you, man. She's gonna test you, and she's gonna put you through all sorts of things, like the things I'm dealing with. If I was in the world, man, I wouldn't be here talking. I wouldn't be here talking, man. I'd have been, behind bars some goddamn where, man. Doing a fucking triple life sentence or some shit, man. But the Spirit of the Lord, was with me, and I thank the Lord, for delivering me, out of that, man. And it's like, now I know, man, and I'm making it like a thing for me to, make myself more available, for brothers, even, family, my mother, my father, my sister, make myself more available, because like I said, I've always been the type of lone wolf. Like, I love my family dearly, but I don't really speak to them like that, not because it's not because I don't want to talk to them. It's just how I am, but that was just something, that maybe it'll help another brother that's going through a certain issue, you could pick up the phone and call a brother. Hell, if I'm one of them brothers, you trust and know, hey, man, feel free to call me. Every brother in the camp, got my number, and if you don't, I'm in all the WhatsApp group for the camp. So my number is easy to find. Just think about it, man. We are the prophets, man. So when you inquire of the Lord is not always going to give you an answer in a vision. The Lord's not, always going to like put you in a trance and give you an answer. A lot of times the Lord wants us to be close. Remember in the purpose of Yahushua washing his disciples' feet, and the purpose of John, the 15th chapter, is the Lord wants, the brotherhood to be tight, man. The Lord wants us to trust and love one another, man. To be there for one another. Because he's going to depart for a little bit, but his spirit is still going to dwell with us, but physically he's not here. So he's showing us the blueprint of how we should be amongst one another. When you think about it, man, you really realize how great and merciful our Lord is, man. How great and wonderful and kind Yahushua truly is. The man got off his heavenly throne and came down and gave his life for us. He left us a blueprint on how to be amongst one another. Think about it, man. Seriously. How kind Yahushua truly is. So Lord willing, man, and Lord willing, the spirit of, I feel like, the spirit of freedom, man. You know, I feel like, you know, when you're doing squats, man, which I can't wait to start squatting again. You know, I can't wait to start squatting again, man. You know, which it's my favorite workout to do. But it feels like, you know, you're doing a squat and you got your max, you're doing your max rep, you know, your max 1 rep, and you finally get it up, and then you put that weight off, and when you know, put that weight back on the rack, you know, and you walk away, you feel light. You know, you can feel like if you jump, you'll jump 10 feet in the air. That's how I feel right now, and I pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua that the spirit of freedom, you know, stays on me. You know, and then it's a spirit too, man, because that older brother from LA, Manatazak, you know, he had did a lesson too, man. And right after I spoke to the brother and I was driving to work this morning, I'm listening to that lesson. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, man. You know, the brother was talking about exactly what me and the brother was talking about, man. Talking, you know. So I'm like, hey, man, that's the spirit of the Lord, man. So now I know everything that I was asking the Lord for, he's doing, man. You know, the Lord, you know, I pray for a lot of things. You know, when I say a lot of things, I mean spiritual things, man. You know, one of my prayers is to, you know, let the Lord make me as Joseph in Egypt, you know, in my workplace. And I'm like the second guy in charge, you know, on my job site, you know, under my foreman. And the guy's like, you know, he has nothing but good to say about me, man. So at work, I'm good. I'm happy. You know, I'm good. I'm happy, man. But in my hell now that I'm fucking dealing with, as much as I pray to the Lord, you know, the Lord, it's like the Lord increase it on me. And I'm like, damn, man. You know, so I know now that it's the Lord saying, this is something I want you to deal with. I want you to figure out, you know, basically not figure, I want you to deal with this, man. You know, I want you to keep this weight on your shoulder, you know, and you know, when you're working out, the more weight you put on, you know, you on the bar, you know, the more weight you put on the bar, you know, over a course of time, the stronger you're gonna get. You know, this week you might be lifting 315. The next week you might do 305. Then the next week you might do 310. You know? I'm sorry, it's 315. 320. Then 325. Then 330. And that's how you get stronger, little by little. So the Lord might add a little more weight or a little more fire on your ass. You know? So over the course of time, you're gonna get stronger, you know. And I look at it as something big is gonna happen, and the Lord, you know, wants me to prepare my spirit. The Lord is preparing my spirit, you know, for what's to come. And I needed to go through the spiritual exercise, you know. And it's the same for you, brothers. This is not a just me, just Palau thing, man. You know. This is not just about me, because this is not the Palau show, man. Because every other brother is going through depression, you know, in their own way. Every other brother is dealing with some type of hell. And if I pray for the Lord to make me escape from my hell, I'm praying for the brotherhood too, to escape from theirs. Because I know if I'm going through something, man, damn sure another brother is going through something as well. You know, we all suffer together. We're one body, right? You know, if your leg is hurt, then the whole body is off balance, man. You're gonna limp. So we're all gonna, you know, be affected. You know, it's good to be strong, man. It's good to be strong. It's good to know that you can handle the things that you're going through. It's good. It's very good. You know, but remember, at the end of the day, man, we're human. We're human. We don't have the spiritual bodies yet. We don't have that super mind that the Lord promised us, man. We don't have that yet. We don't have that yet, man. You know, so, you know, just a little lesson. Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory. Oh, man. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Shalom.